Shut up, be quiet. Shh. Shut up, stop crying. Shh. You don't wanna, you don't wanna, you don't wanna, you don't wanna.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching my channel from. I just want to thank you really very much for coming back to my channel to watch or listen, literally listen to me. And for those who have subscribed, I also want to thank you for putting your trust and your faith in me. Thank you very much. I hope you are all fine wherever you are. For me, I am top notch because God has been very faithful to me. Now today I want to focus on this woman called BBTV, the famous Nigerian Sudanese woman. Now this woman has decided that she wants to make Rocio her next project. For whatever reason, I don't know, but looks like her clothes are now targeting Rocio. Now for a woman who has had 2 children, this woman has turned out to be a nasty piece of work. Like I said the last time in my channel, you can bring education to the villager, but you can never remove the village mentality from her. And we were given another display of that village mentality by this BBTV woman, cosmetic woman. And do you know, guys, she used Marwa's money to buy herself a new blue dress for her Rocio show, so she can sit there in front of the camera in her blue dress and do a video about Rocio. Basically, her whole video was about Ro. Can you imagine? This woman, she could never afford a proper dress. Now she can buy a dress because of Marwa money, and then sit there to trash Marwa's guy. Now this woman came to complain about so many things about Ro. You know, suddenly she doesn't like the look of Rocio's face. She doesn't like the way she talks. She doesn't like the way she eats. She doesn't like her attitude, etc. Now, who tells her that we like the way she talks, or the way she eats, or her attitude? Have you ever seen her chew food with her mouth open in a restaurant? Who does that? Who does those kind of things? This woman has the worst attitude, yet she's not pregnant. So can you imagine what she would be like if she was pregnant? As far as she's concerned, Marwa married Rocio because he wanted East Africa to say that he has married a Mzungu. You know, when I heard that come from her mouth, I said, huh? You mean people in the 21st century can say such things? How did this kind of thing come in her mind? In the 21st century, we are living in the 21st century. In the current globalized world that we live in, a normal human being would not even think of that. A human being who has half mentality is the one who would think of something like that. But in the current 21st century, you want to believe that somebody marries a Mzungu because he wants East Africa to say that he has married a Mzungu? Wow. Why would she say that? Because today, marrying a Mzungu is not an unreachable thing anymore. It's not news anymore. It's yesterday's news, last century's news. People get married to Muzungus every day, and people marry Muzungus every day, everywhere in the world. So Black Beauty TV, Cosmetic TV, it is not news. Marrying a Muzungu is not news. Maybe marrying an alien from outer space would be news. That's what we are waiting for. But somebody marrying a Muzungu is news for you? Wow. This is a globalized world. That's why we are called global citizens. Children in school today are taught about global citizenship so they can deal with such things and see them as normal. Yet you are standing here on a YouTube channel talking about somebody marrying a Muzungu as if it's news. Wow. My dear, it looks like for you, marrying a Muzungu still holds magic. It's magic to you. So that one of yours, you feel like you have magic in your house. You have done the impossible. My dear, there's nothing strange or new that you have done. It's not news anymore. It's old news. It's yesterday's news. It's like somebody reading the newspaper, going to the shop to buy a newspaper instead of reading it online. That is where you still are. Wow. Even in Kenya, we don't do that. We read newspapers online. And by the way, just in case you didn't know, Marwa is an international traveler. International. Not Kenyan traveler, international. That means he travels to different countries, not just in Africa, different countries in different continents in the world. So marrying a Mzungu for Marwa is definitely a 50-50% chance, because he spends more than 50% of his waking up life among the whites. So what is so strange about Marwa marrying a Mzungu? So should he decide that the Mzungu is the one he wants to marry, so what? That is his choice. That's his preference. That's his democratic right. Why does it itch you so much? Your channel is usually just about Marwa marrying a Mzungu. Marwa wants to marry a Mzungu. Marwa does not marry. I want to marry an African. Wow. So when I hear this woman talking like a disgruntled, depraved woman, I sympathize with her. I feel sorry for her. In fact, she said, with all the beautiful women in East Africa, you sent money to this sacrifice? So when I heard this stupidity, I'm even forgetting the word stupidity, because dealing with a stupid woman is really even makes you stupid. I knew that BBTV was telling us a story about her own life. In fact, this woman is telling us the story of her life. So when I heard all these things she's saying about Marwa, because who talks about such things these days, unless you are repeating your own life story? I knew this lady is telling us about her own life, how she sacrificed her youth by marrying an old Mzungu man. Perhaps she's asking herself, instead of asking Marwa, she's indirectly asking herself, with all the handsome black men in Germany, is this what you could come up with, Black Beauty? That's what she's asking herself. Or perhaps this is the question her parents asked her when she surfaced with this old papa of hers. So, Cosmetic TV, did you marry this man because you wanted to show Nigerians that you have arrived? Because that's exactly what you are asking Marwa, that he wants to show East Africans that he has married a Mzungu. For such a question to pop in your head, it must have popped in your head I don't know how many years ago when you married this man. Did you marry this man because you wanted to show Nigerians that you have arrived? That you had married a Muzungu so they could applaud you? Unfortunately, you surfaced with an old man. No one would applaud you for that. You are so upset that Rocio is just sitting there doing nothing because she's pregnant. So you are saying, even me, I've been pregnant. So why should she just be sitting there? Pregnant women, I don't know what. My dear, that was your pregnancy. This is Rocio's pregnancy. So keep your pregnancy to yourself and tell somebody else the story. Tell your mother, tell your father, tell your sister, tell your husband. Leave Rocio with her pregnancy, because this is how her pregnancy is manifesting itself. Let her experience it. Why do you want her to experience your own pregnancy? Were we there when you were pregnant? Did we ask you to give us it to us so we can experience it? Leave this woman alone. Huh? What do you want her to do? Do you want her to come and wash dishes for you? Or wash clothes for you? She's in a hotel. Hotels do things for you. When you are in a hotel and you are paid, you don't need to do anything. You sit, they'll bring your food, they'll bring your drinks. You'll ask them to bring, you'll order food, they'll bring it. You don't have to cook. So why do you want this woman to work? What do you want her to do? Let her stay in the hotel and enjoy herself. My God, this woman is just a busy body. Now, this woman claims that African men do not help their wives. They come from work and they don't help their wives. They expect their wives to do everything. This is, you see why this woman is angry with African men? And because that's why she didn't marry any, because she feels that African men, when they come from work, they come and sit down and their husbands do anything. And she says she has seen that in Germany. My dear, you have said it clearly. These are African men. They are not Muzungu men. Their culture is different from Muzungu culture. Does your father come and help your mother in the kitchen? Was she cooking for your mother? Was she washing dishes for your mother? These are African men. Let them behave like Africans. If they want to change, let them change. But please, don't try and force people. And she says, yet if they marry a white, they do everything for them, even washing panties for them, etc., etc., etc. She came on with so many things there about washing panties with your teeth, etc., etc., etc. Those are her own ideas. I don't know whether she makes her husband do those things or what. I won't be surprised. So this is the reason why she was so angry. So that's why she wanted to marry a Muzungu, so the Muzungu can wash her underwears for her. Because she realized in Germany, now she landed in Germany, she's from Africa, she landed in Germany, and then she discovered, oh, these Muzungu men actually can do things for you. They can cook for you, they can wash for you, they can wash your underwears for you. So your job is just to sit there and sleep and enjoy their money. So a woman from the village who had never seen a man wash innerwears before, and for a woman, she had never seen a man washing a woman's underwear. Is that what attracted you to this man that you eventually married? Is that why you married a Muzungu? Because you wanted somebody to work for you? You are always saying Marwa wants to make people slaves. You also wanted to make this man a slave. So you married him so he can be washing for you, washing your underwears. Is that what attracted you to him? Did he used to wash your innerwears for you? Look at this woman. She is actually attracted to a man because he used to wash for her. He used to wash for her innerwears. He used to cook for her. He used to do literally everything for her. So she would sit. He became her washing machine. The way she said African men become washing machines for white women. So her man became her washing machine, and she loved this washing machine so much that she decided to marry him, irrespective of the age. So you assume this is what everybody is looking for. You think this is what everybody is looking for? That's why you can come up and talk about such stupid things? Because that is what attracted you to your man? If your standards are that low and mediocre, don't assume everybody has the same mentality. You see what happens when people operate on very substandard level? They stop thinking and they only see that level. They do not know that there are people who operate above those substandard levels. For a woman who has been pregnant before, she is so terrible at reading the signs. Very, very terrible at reading the signs. Because instead of coming out and hitting out at Rocio the way she did in that video of us, she should have understood that pregnancy manifests differently in different women. Some women have morning sickness from the time they wake up. Some women cannot put anything in their mouth because they vomit throughout. Some women come out strong and they go on and nobody even knows that they're pregnant. And I want to read something that I got online about pregnancies, because this woman sometimes needs to be reminded about things. She behaves like somebody who never went to school. These are doctors saying some of the symptoms of pregnancy are common discomforts. I'll just mention some that would apply to Rocio at this time. Common discomforts like feeling very tired, heartburn, nausea, hormones changing in your body, which means that you'll probably have heightened emotions, both positive and negative. That means you'll be happy 1 minute and moody the next minute. Moody the next minute. So when she sees Rocio moody, why does that surprise her? That is basically what pregnancy is like. You will have mood swings. So why is she talking like somebody who had never, ever, ever had a baby? If she had perfect pregnancy, that's her problem. Marwa understands that. And when she sees that Rocio is moody, he leaves her alone. Because that's how it's supposed to be. And we are even told, you will probably swing between these emotions, especially in the morning. While you may be overjoyed about having a baby, you may also be stressed and overwhelmed. So Rocio might be feeling stressed at some point. She might be feeling overwhelmed at some point. But that doesn't mean that she's rude. That doesn't mean that she is a terrible woman. That doesn't mean that, that this woman is just showing her true colors. That is who she is. Marwa is going to see, because he should have known marrying this woman was a mistake. Now this woman has become a marriage counselor. She knows which woman is good for Marwa. She knows that the African woman is the best for Marwa. And this woman is, this Rocio is so bad, she is now showing her colors. She has never sat to think that these could be signs of pregnancy. There are women who even hate their husbands, their children, or even some of their relatives. So which one of these is the Sudanese Nigerian unable to understand? Which one of these things is she unable to understand? Is the language so difficult that she needs somebody to create a video for her to help her understand? This woman only understands bleaching and cosmetics. But just the basic things that happen in the world where people live in, she cannot understand. And like I said last time, only a local woman can say some of the nasty things this woman said. I'll just mention one of the things she said to prove that this woman is indeed nasty and local. She said, you know, what kind of woman is this, or is Rocio, that she opened the door for someone to come and put pregnancy? Look at this woman. Look at this woman. Let me ask her, if truthfully say, how did she get her pregnancy? Did she also open the door for someone to come and put the pregnancy? Because now we are telling her what she has already said. So these are basically things that apply to her. Maybe these are the things she did. She might not even have experienced love. She might have found herself with that man out of desperation, and now she's crying out there because of that. This woman has no finesse, no elegance, no refinement. She is not polished at all. At all. She has bought a nice blue dress, but look at her in it. She looks like, I don't know what. In fact, the dress looks so terrible that if she was to advertise for I don't know which brand is this, they can lose market just because of her. Because the dress just looks terrible and half of her boobs are out. So today she wants to show us her boobs so we can know that she also has boobs. My God, this woman. This woman. Some things are better said in the bedroom, not on camera. Madam Cosmetic. There are some things that are better said in the bedroom, and they sound better there, and they are meant for the bedroom. So you feel that every day you should come with some of those uncouth abuses of yours and hurl them at people and sit and feel satisfied that you have done a reaction video. This Madam Know-It-All paint Rocio as some woman who had nothing in Argentina and only followed Marwa for the money. And it is so ironical because this is the same woman who left her home to escape poverty and in desperation married an old man. Do you think Rocio is desperate? Do you think Rocio is desperate? Because if you think that, then think twice. You know, you have managed to make some little money from Marwa's back by doing his videos every day and can now afford to dress decently in front of a camera. But instead of being contented, you now want to make Rocio your bullying target. So why are you angry with her? Because she's young? Because she can travel? Because she can travel with Marwa? She can go to places you never have been to? What's your problem? Exactly what is lacking in your life? What isn't your husband giving you that now you want to fight over with Rocio? What is it that makes you jealous of younger women? Younger women, younger men, you have a big bone of contention with them. A big bone of contention with Marwa, with David, with D, with anybody that you see is now Rocio. So you want to make her your next punching bag. A new punching bag that you're excited about. You have bought a new dress ready for that punching bag. How many other dresses have you bought? You show us so that you can make one each day to react about Rocio. And then she says, oh, I did not want to react about her because she's pregnant. And then you sit there nicely and start. This was your content from the very beginning. So did you suddenly bump into this content and decide you didn't want to react from her? And then suddenly you bump into this content and start talking about it? Look at how vicious liar this woman is. She goes, sits there, prepares content about a woman that has not done anything to her, has not even talked to her, has not even mentioned her name, does not even know her name, does not even know she exists. And then she sits there nicely, she goes and dresses herself, makes her hair, then sits, puts lipstick, she even put lipstick, new lipstick by the way, puts lipstick, and then sits there in front of a camera and films herself and talks about this person who has not even crossed her path. How evil can a woman be? How evil, my subscribers. Cosmetic TV, back off. Back off. This lady is out of your pathetic league. You were a beggar when you arrived in Germany, and you are still a beggar now, hitting the keyboard every day so you can afford to buy decent clothes and food. So leave Ro out of your nonsense. She is out of your league. Follow your lane and stick to your lane. Thank you very much, my subscribers. This woman made me so angry this time. When I watched her last time, I was shocked. I was traumatized. I was traumatized by this woman. Please watch my videos,
Be quiet. Shh.
subscribe, like,
Shut up.
and share so we can hit that 100 subscribers goal. May God bless you. Thank you.